today we are going to learn about risk management. So today's topic is about risk management. Capital letter. Risk management. So guys, mute yourselves. So today we are going to learn about risk management. So to know about risk management, first of all, you have to know you have three you have three things to know, or if you want to make a good risk management, you have to know three things. The first one, you have to know about your risk amount. This is in dollars. Okay. The second one is your stop loss. The third one is to know there is a formula that is used for calculating the PIP value. So for GPY pairs, we say lot size and do like this. For GPY pairs, now lot size, I mean PIP value equal lot size times 7.415. Then for other pairs, PIP value equal lot size lot times 10. So many people, they don't know about this one. So before we go further, I want to teach you guys how to calculate PIPs. I've seen, like yesterday, I asked you a question and many of you failed to answer it. You failed to answer the question because you don't know how to calculate PIPs. So now how to calculate PIPs. So it is different too. Like for GPY pairs, if I say GPY pairs, it means GPY pairs. For example, you know GPY is GBP, GPY, Euro, JPY, USD, JPY, and so on. Pairs, it is different from other pairs because this one normally they have 2 decimal number. So we calculate on second decimal number. What I mean by this, let me give you an example. For example, from let's say from 154.3130 to, if the currency moves from 154.30 to 154.20 pip change. I hope you can understand this one. Sorry. I just want to record, but I don't know what's happening with my recorder. Let me check if the audio is so I was saying, I hope you can understand this one. For GPY pairs, we calculate from the second decimal number. For example, if a pair moves from 154.30 to 154.29, this is 1 pip change. Okay. Again, from 154.30 to 154. Let's say 70. Now this is 40 pips change. You can understand this one. Okay. Okay. Can you guys hear my voice or see what or see my screen?
Yes, we are hearing your voice and the screen is clear.
Okay, good. So now we were saying about GPY pairs. So for other pairs, if I say for other pairs, if I say other pairs, it means other pairs which doesn't include GPY. Let me say Euro, USD, GBP, USD, GBP, CHF, and many more, you know. So normally they have 4 decimal numbers. We calculate pip on 4th decimal number. Let me give you some examples so that you can understand this one. So for example, if a pair move from, let's say, 0.5062 and move to 0.5063, so this is 1 pip change. You can first, second, third, and fourth. So you can see we moved from 5062 to 5063. This is 1 pip change. Okay, so let me give you another example. From 0.5062 to 0.50 let me say 51. So how many pips? $48 or 38? 38 pips. This is 38 pips change. I'm not saying negative or positive, because it depends on your position. You might be buying or selling, so it will depend on your position. So this is how we calculate pips on different pairs. For gold, it is also different. For example, for gold, we calculate pips on first decimal number, or we can say 1 unit is equals 10 pips. What do I mean by this? For example, if gold moves from 2000 to, normally it has 2 decimal number like this, to 2001. This is 10 pips. 10 pips change. Now you can see it has moved 1 unit from 2000 to 2001. Okay, this is 10 pips change. So another example, if it moves from 2000 and it goes to 2000.1 like this .10. This is 1 pip change. I hope you can understand this. It's very simple, very simple. I hope you can understand these different ways of calculating pip depending on the pairs. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear?
It's clear, boss.
Okay. Now that you know how to calculate pips, so we are going to go back to our main purpose of this Zoom. But this is essential. You have to know how to calculate pips if you want to know how to calculate your risk management. To do it all this. So I told you guys, if you want to know or to be a good trader, before you take a trade, you must know your risk. How much are you willing to risk? This is not about you can have 10,000 account, you can have 50, you can have $10,000 account, you can have $50 account, you can have $100 account. No matter what account you have, it doesn't matter. What you want to know first before you take any trade, you have to know to ask yourself, how much am I willing to lose on this account? Okay, for example, if you have like a capital of $100, let's go with a smaller account, smaller as possible. Let's go. Let's say you have your capital, let's say $100 account. How much, first of all, how much are you willing to lose on this account? You ask yourself. Let's say for me, I say my risk amount would be $10. So you put this in your mind, I'm going to lose $10 if the trade goes against me. The second thing you have to ask yourself, what is my stop loss value? Let's say stop loss pip value. So this will depend on your analysis of the trade that you see. So after getting this, you have to ask yourself, which lot size am I going to use? so that this is a simple formula. Okay, let's go, for example, on this trade. I even shared this one on the community in the morning. Let's say for this trade, I'm seeing my analysis. I have seen this church and this and this and so on. I was going to enter when the trade comes in this zone. Like, this is my entry. We use these tools. If you don't know how to use TradingView, you should learn it. Make your research on YouTube and other. I think YouTube is better because they will be showing you step by step on how you can use it. So if you use this tool, it will show you how many pips you are going to risk. For example, on this one, I can see stop loss is 16 pips, and now the target, I'm targeting this high. Let's say this high, like this. First of all, I know my risk, my stop loss is 16 pips. So let's go back to our stop loss equal 16 pips. Okay, so how am I going to know which lot size to use? So to calculate your lot size, you have to, it's a formula. Let me give you like 2 minutes. Go find a pen so that you can write this formula. 2 minutes. Find a pen and a paper so that you can write this down. It's important. It's very important. You have to know your capital. You have to know your risk amount. This is not about the capital. Some people, they say you risk 1%, 2%, 50%, and so on. So for this 100 account, 1% is not possible, or even 10% is too much. So for yourself, you have to know your risk appetite. Let's say this is $100 account. Now you risk $10 on my $100 account. It will not affect me. So yeah, I'm saying the importance of knowing your risk before taking a trade. It will avoid you from panicking. So some people, when they see a trade, they just put like buy, putting random lot sizes, and the account is brown before the trade goes their way. So they are wondering why, what's happening. This is the problem, because you don't know how much you are risking. So you are risking your whole account. So before you take any trade, you have to know how much am I willing, to lose on this account. So for me, I started with is a very small account, $100 account. You can even say, like, you can even start with $20. Now, if you start with your $20, you have to ask yourself, how much am I willing to lose on my $20 account? You can even say, I'm going to risk $5. So if you risk $5 and you know your stop loss size, like your stop loss in pip, for this trade we saw that it's 16 pips. Now we are going to know to calculate the lot size to lose, so that we will not lose more than what we have planned. For this trade, our $100 account, we are risking $10. Stop loss is 16 pips, and we are going to calculate the lot size. So how to know the lot size? The lot size, it is risk. You take risk amount you divide by stop loss pip value times 10. Now this is for because it is a non-GPY pairs. So you can see for GPY pairs we will be using 7.4115 415 7 comma 415. But for other pairs, to calculate the lot size, we use to calculate the pip value, we use lot times 10. We multiply by 10. For this our example, we use 10 because it is Euro USD, which is a non-GPY pair. That is why we use times 10. If it were a GPY pair, we would have used 7.415. So these are formula, formula, they are there, nothing to change. They are like standards. You can say kilogram is well known, liter is well known, nothing to change there. Guys, are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
I hope it's clear, very clear. It's very clear. So for this,
Yes,
in this case, now our lot, the lot size to use will be the risk amount. It is $10. Okay, divide by risk amount, like our stop loss, 16, then times 10. This 10 is a formula. If it's not GPY pairs, we multiply by 10. If a GPY pair, we multiply by 7.415. So in this case, now if we use calculator, we can calculator now. Let's use calculator. For this case, it's like 10 divided by 160. 10 divided by 160. Now we have 0.06 and so on. So now, because we have two decimal number, this is the lot size. Our on lot size, we just use these two dots. It's up to you to round up or round down. So, but for you, if you don't want to lose more than $10, you can use this 0.06. So our lot size equal 0.062 and so on, but because we only have two decimal number, we have to use 6. So now you won't lose more than your $10. Let's see if we can do. Let's see how much are we going to lose. Now, because there are many decimal numbers, we have to do round up or round down. I don't know, I don't remember where we have learned it. So now we have decided to use 0.6, 0.6 times 10 times 16. Now we are, if the stop loss is hit, we are going to lose $9.6 because we have done roundup. It's not possible to use all these decimal numbers, so it's very clear. So the other thing, the third thing, you must have a good risk to reward ratio. At least you must at least have a 1 to 2 RR, 1 to risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2. This means if you are risking $10, if it goes well, you will gain $20. But better if you have like 1 to 3, because you can lose two consecutive trades and you win one, and now you have $1 in profit. So this is essential, guys. So I have seen during my 3 years of forex trading, I've seen many videos about risk management, but I know they teach it in a different way. I think this is the best way, because I'm not talking about the 1% they are always talking. I'm not talking about the 5%. I'm not talking at any percentage. I'm just talking about yourself. Think about yourself. I have this capital. How much am I willing to lose on this capital? Okay. This is in case you have your own account, your personal account. You found yourself. So this percentage, if you have your personal account, if it's like $10 account, you don't have to use the percentage. You just think yourself, how much am I willing to lose on this $10,000 account? You can say 100, the other can say 500, the other can say 200. It depends on your risk appetite. So I think, guys, this video, if I will check it, if it is recorded well, I will upload it on YouTube, so that you can rewatch it in case you forgot something. So guys, please, you have to share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'll be sharing a lot of valuable information. As you can see, this is the most powerful weapon in forex trading. I think no one have taught you risk management in this way. If you I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube. I say a lot, many videos about risk management, but no one has taught it like this. Okay, so if you have any question, you can ask me. Regarding what we were studying, this risk management technique. Any question, guys? Unmute yourself or type in the chat box. Seems like there's no question.
Yes, sir. For me, there is no question I have.
Okay.
Tell me your name of your channel.
Yeah, I will share. It's Dr. Brew Pips. Like
Dr.
this.
Bro Pips.
Okay. Let me show it to you.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
We're sure going on.
it's like this, doctor. Wait a bit. This one. So recently, like I've been uploading videos in my local language, but now I'm changing to English because it's international. So this video is also about what we have learned. You can go watch it. Let me
Okay,
give
thanks.
you a link to this channel. I will share it in the group so that you can share with your friends. I'll be uploading valuable informations. For now, I will upload. I'm going to start from scratch. I'll be
Okay, byiza. Sinzi wenda niba no gukoresha ikinyarwanda byari byemewe munyihanganire.